this aspect of us that is outside of space and time. This all that is, of which space and time are a subset. The first of the big human studies, not just cells or tissue fragments or things like that, but really actually practicing healing, was done in 1988 by a man named Randolph Bird, a cardiologist. And I want you to note these, for instance, Southern Medical Journal. These are major journals, so this stuff is showing up in major medical journals. It's by far not the majority position of medicine, but you would be surprised how many of these papers have been published in peer-reviewed mainstream medical journals. This is not some fringe interest that has no evidentiary validation behind it. All of this stuff that I'm presenting to you, this is all peer-reviewed literature work. And I think that makes a big difference because it validates the anecdotal stories that healers have been telling for thousands of years. The idea that the consciousness of one individual can have an effect on the well-being of another organism is one of humanity's most ancient beliefs. We see examples of ceremonial activity going back as far as we can go. In this experiment, which Bird called the effects of intercessory prayer in a coronary care unit population, and he was particularly he was a fundamentalist Christian, and so he particularly focused on Christian healing and had a special belief in that. It was a double-blind experiment. There were 393 patients that were admitted to the coronary care unit where he was on staff. And he randomly assigned them to one of two populations, treaters and controls. And so it's roughly half of each, half and half. And significantly fewer patients in the prayer group required intubation, mechanical ventilation, antibiotics, developed pneumonia, had cardiopulmonary arrests, or required diuretics during their course in the hospital. So in this case, what we're looking at is not that they were cured, but that the course of their illness was significantly different than the course of illness for the people who were not the focus of treatment. And this is why I urge you, whenever you have friends who have problems, that you not only hold them in therapeutic intention, holding that which is best for them occur, and I'll talk about how you can really screw this up big time, but that you hold them in therapeutic intention for the best and that is appropriate for them. Because holding people in therapeutic intention is not just some sort of mystical religious belief, but in fact produces a measurable change.